Hi guys, I'm Kenya and welcome back to my YouTube channel. So if you have been on my channel for a minute and a half, you'll know that I've worked in so many different professions and I'm always telling you guys about these different jobs that I had. So one of my jobs was a flight attendant. I had 3 videos on my YouTube channel about working as a flight attendant. So today I have sort of a story time and it's going to be called, I'm going to call it Kicked Out of Flight Attendant School for Stealing. So before we start, however, I still have, this is the United States of America. This is called an Airman Certificate and this was distributed by the Federal Aviation Administration. And if you can see, it says flight attendant and then there's my name on there with my information. So yes, I used to be a flight attendant because I don't want somebody saying she's lying about these jobs. And then we had to be certified in CPR and first aid. So this says Prince William County because that's where I did my flight attendant training in Virginia. So that you guys can know that yes, I really did used to be a flight attendant, and after I did my flight attendant training and passed all the tests, I got this in the mail maybe like a month later. So yeah, had to get that out the way. And I have some other certificates for another job that I'm gonna tell y'all about in another story time, okay? So, what's a flight attendant? So, when you go away to flight attendant training, right, they usually pair you up in a room with somebody. Obviously, you don't know this person, you're a stranger. So there's usually 2 people to a room. And sometimes if there is an odd number of people, then the oldest person in the flight attendant school will get a room by themselves. When you go to flight attendant school, you're there to, you know, learn about the airline industry, take all the courses, pass the test, and become a flight attendant or whatever. So you don't think that the people that are in flight attendant school with you, that you gotta watch them or watch their bag or, you know, be mindful of them. And if you are planning on becoming a flight attendant, maybe you are applying for flight attendant jobs or you got hired and now you're just binge watching flight attendant videos, going to flight attendant training, that was like the damn bad girls club. When I tell y'all so much stuff was jumping off at flight attendant school, I was in some drama. It was just always some crap going on. And I will get into some of those stories later on, but just not today. So you gotta be mindful when you're bringing expensive things with you to flight attendant school because you have people coming from, I worked out of Newark Airport in New Jersey, but we had people, when I went to flight attendant school, there were some people who started class with me that were from Houston, Texas. Some people were from Buffalo, New York. It was like people from different regions. We all just went to the same flight attendant school in Virginia. You know, the company flies you out. You don't pay or anything. So they put you up in a hotel for what, the 4 to 5 weeks, 6 weeks, however amount of time your flight attendant training was for. Like I said, everybody's coming from different regions of the country. Everybody has their own different cultures, the own way that they talk, the own way that they do things. Because even though the US is one huge country, every region of the country has their own individual cultures. I think a lot of people forget about this, especially foreigners, and things that we do that's exclusive to our region, you know what I'm saying? So me, they paired me with a girl that was from Jersey City, New Jersey. So we just like 2 black girls. She from Jersey City, I'm from Jersey City. So it was like, okay, we here, you know what I'm saying? All right, we here, all right? So even though we got into it in flight attendant school. So every week, we would do our classes because I think classes were between like 9 a.m. and like 3 p.m. every day, Monday through Friday. And each day we had to come to class dressed in business casual. So we had to wear, we couldn't just wear like jeans and sneakers. We had to wear like something like a nice blouse and like slacks and shoes. That's what we had to wear for flight attendant school. So on Fridays, it was like, whoo, you know, it was time to relax. It was time to wind down. We had Saturdays and Sundays off. So, you know, it was a good time. So there was a Fridays like across the street from our hotel, and you know, Fridays they have like those specials, happy hour specials, or drinks are half off or appetizers are half off. And during flight attendant school, we were only getting paid $50 a day for training. Some flight attendant schools, you don't get paid anything. So $50 a day, that's $250 a week. Like, you really can't ball out with that amount of money. So going on Fridays, that was some cheap fun. It was like right up our alley. Like, okay, half off of drinks, half off of appetizers. I would get like the $3 wine or whatever, and we would call it a day. So one Friday, I think, yeah, one Friday we decided, all right, we even went to the club once. It was so much fun. So one Friday we decided, okay, after we went to Fridays, one of the girls in flight attendant school said, hey, meet us back in our hotel room. We said, okay. We left Fridays. We met up in this one girl's room, because the flight attendant school was like cliquey. It was like everybody had their own clique of people that they hung with. And one of the girls in flight attendant school actually lived in the town I grew up in, Orange. So I clicked with her too. She was like, she was from Orange. I was like, all right, cool. So we having the fun time, we partying. Somebody had a bottle of wine, like we're dancing. I was like really young at the time. And it's so funny, we had a bottle of wine and no corkscrew. And so we got a hanger and we somehow used the hanger to open a corkscrew. And those are some creative girls in my flight attendant class. So we we were just partying, kikiing, doing whatever we do. So the night, it started getting late. It was like midnight, maybe around 1 o'clock in the morning. So everybody started getting tired and going back to their room. So everybody started leaving one by one. So one of the girls that I clicked with, who was from Orange, she was in the room with us too, with the little party. Her name was Stacy, and Stacy had 2 cell phones. Okay, this girl had 2 cell phones. I don't know why, she just had 2 cell phones. And so she had one main phone that she would be using all the time, and she had like a little like cheap flip phone or something like that. And so we're winding down, we about to leave, and Stacy was like, wait, I can't find my phone, because we all just laid our phone out on the dresser. Like, it's all girls, like you wouldn't think somebody was gonna steal your phone. So we all put our phones down on the dresser. And so at the end of the night, we getting our stuff, we getting our phones, and Stacy was like, I can't find my other phone. We're like, well, you can't find your phone? So we looking around for it or whatever. And so an hour must have went by. We sitting there looking for the phone. So we were in these girls' rooms. Kim and Amanda were 2 girls that shared a room. One girl was from, I believe Kim was from New Jersey, like me. And she was actually working for Lufthansa Airlines, which is like a huge airline, and they're like one of the best airlines in the world, one of the best to work for. Well, they were then, I'm not sure about now. They have like huge big jets. And anywho, back to the story. She's working for Lufthansa Airline, and so she wanted to become a flight attendant. So Kim, that was her room, and it was Amanda's room. So Amanda was from Tampa, Florida. So Kim, Amanda, Stacy, and I are looking for this phone in her room. We were looking for her phone for like a damn hour. And so I'm like, look girl, I don't know what to tell you. So I'm like, listen, I had my purse. I told her, you can look through my purse if you want to, because just to let her know, like, I don't have your phone. I tried to help you look for it. So she was like, I don't even got my phone or whatever. And that was that. So the next day we catch up, and I'm like, girl, did you ever find your phone? She's like, no. So maybe a week went by, a week and a half went by. It's another Friday. It's time to turn up. We worked hard all week. Every week we had an exam, and you had to pass each exam in order to continue the course. Like, if you failed one exam, like, you were out of the course. So we would be pretty excited. Like, at the end of the week, it's like, wow, we conquered one more week of flight attendant school. We are further to becoming flight attendants. Like, yes, like, we were just so freaking happy about it. And so like I said, it's Friday. It's time to go to Fridays again, across the street, get our cheap happy hour appetizers, half off of drinks, half off of appetizers, right? So again, at the end of the night, we're all, we're at Fridays. Like, our whole flight attendant school would basically go. We would get like a huge section and just sit together and laugh and kiki and ha or whatever. So it's the end of the night, we're leaving Fridays. And so, like I said, Amanda and Kim shared a room. So Amanda goes up to Kim and is like, hey Kim, I need to get in the room right now because I forgot my key in the room. So Kim says, all right, Amanda, go in my purse and get my key. So Amanda does it. Goes into her room, does what she needs to do, grabs her key, makes sure she has Kim's key, brings it back out or whatever. And so I guess like the next day when she saw Stacy, she was like, Stacy, she was like, because she was like really cute and really soft spoken. I had like this little voice, and you know, she was really like, you know, we were all really young at the time, but I think she was probably like the youngest in our group. Like she just got out of high school, probably was like 18 or 19. And she's like, remember that day that I left my key in our room or whatever? And Stacey was like, yeah. She was like, well, I asked Kim for the key and she told me to look in her purse. And she said, when I went in her purse to get my key, I think I saw your phone in there. Which I'm all for. Like, tell, yes, that's a good time to be a snitch, for the simple fact that you're sharing a room with somebody that's a thief. And yes, I need to know so I don't leave my purse or nothing valuable around Kim, because she's a thief. So she was like, yeah, I think your phone, the phone, I remember what it looked like. She was like, it was a little blue phone. She was like, I think she has your phone, it's in her purse. So then obviously Stacy is furious. So then I caught up with Stacy later that day, and Stacy basically told me exactly in that manner that Amanda basically said that she saw her phone in Kim's purse. So Stacy was like, well, what should I do? Like, should I confront her? Like, I don't know what to do. I said, tell her instructor. So I'm telling her to tell the instructor, because no, it's one thing to do something shady, but to steal, like, I don't like thieves. That's a character flaw that I can't ignore, you know what I'm saying? So she told the instructor, and you know, our instructors for flight attendants, we had 2 instructors or whatever. So I guess they pulled Kim to the side in class, you know, and basically told her, listen, Stacy's phone is missing and you have it in your purse. So Kim ended up getting kicked out of flight attendant school for stealing Stacy's phone. And we were like damn near done. Like, it was like the end of the program. Like, we had like 2 weeks left. I believe it was like a 6-week program, 5 or 6 week program. But we were basically at the end of the program. We did our CPR. We basically did the bulk of the coursework. The only thing we had to do is like the training. It's like one part where it's like coursework and classes, and another part is we actually go on a plane and you learn about the plane equipment, how to take off the doors if there's an emergency, and just the basics of the plane, the aft cabin, which is back, the front end. Like, you're just basically learning about the aircraft. So we were done with the coursework. It was just like now down to the learning about the plane, so which was basically easier in my opinion. So they told Kim she had to leave, she wasn't gonna graduate, and that's that. So she had to get her stuff, and they basically put her on a plane back to wherever the hell she was from, back to Jersey or whatever. But she was on Stacy's phone, and she was freaking texting all these different dudes in different countries, because like I said, she worked for Lufthansa airline, and she would probably meet all types of men from different countries or whatever. And so Stacy's phone bill was like an arm and a leg when she got it. She was mad, and she went to the flight attendant school to see if they could, you know, basically garnish Kim's paychecks that she was going to receive for stealing her phone and running a bill with it, because I think we was getting paid like every other week or something like that. So, well, it was bi-monthly, I think. Yeah, we got paid bi-monthly. So she was like, oh my gosh, she was texting all of these guys and calling them in Spain, basically telling them the same thing. So she had like a whole roster she was texting these dudes from, making all these phone calls, calling them in Spain, Croatia. I don't even know if Stacy was even able to get the money to pay her phone bill, or if she had to pay it herself. But when you go to flight attendant school, just be cognizant that everybody wasn't raised like you. Don't bring your most valuable things to flight attendant school, because people have sticky fingers. They will steal your stuff and then help you look for it. And that's something crackheads do. They will steal your stuff and help you look for it. Like I said, that was a character flaw I just couldn't ignore. First of all, you stole it, and you were helping us look for it for a damn whole hour. Like, with a straight face. Like, I would have never thought that Kim would have stolen her phone. Like, Kim was so much fun, like, in flight attendant school. Like, she was fun, you know what I'm saying? She was like a white girl, had like this reddish, brownish hair, very pretty girl. So I would never thought she would be stealing somebody's stuff up in flight attendant school. So usually it's not even people that you would think. It's never the people that you think that be out here stealing. It's never the one you think be stealing. And Kim was always, every day of flight attendant school, this girl was well dressed, had the cutest purses, the nicest shoes, the nicest accessories. And when she left, we started thinking like, yo, she probably stole all of that stuff. Like, we started thinking like, yo, she still have a lot of nice stuff, and she probably got it by stealing. So another lesson would be, don't envy what people got, because you never know how they got it. Because we will always be complimenting Kim on how she was dressed and how cute she looked, and in the end found out she was a damn thief. So that's that. That's one of my experiences of flight attendant school. Yeah, with that being said, I hope this video was at least enjoyable. At least you got to laugh and kiki with me and just learn about flight attendant school, my experience in flight attendant school. And would I recommend being a flight attendant? Hell yes. You get to travel the world and get paid for it and live the lavish life. Yes, be a flight attendant, travel the world, live life. Do you, boo? You know what I'm saying? And if you're a man, you can be a flight attendant too. We had straight male flight attendants that work with us as well. So if you are here to the end of this video, I want to thank you guys for coming to kick it with me today. If you have any questions or comments, put it in the comment section for me. I like to interact with you guys. I love to talk to you guys. And I'm going to see you guys in my next YouTube video.